there in comic book land. My name is George Serrano, aka The Don, and with me is a special guest, your friendly neighborhood Andre, and we're both here on behalf of Comic Book Click to give you a little bit of a review of the theatrical release of an animated Batman film, the first ever R-rated Batman film, The Killing Joke, based on this beautiful graphic novel written by Alan Moore, and the R-rated and theatrical release, and we're here to talk about it all here, right here on the Comic Book Click, on behalf of Joker Week, leading all the way to Suicide Squad and Jared Leto. We're getting a brand new Joker.
Can't wait.
Oh, but before we get into the brand new Joker, we got a little bit of taste of the old Joker. We got Mark Hamill coming back to us with Kevin Conroy, both legendary voice actors.
The best Joker.
The best Joker. When people read comic books, that's the voice that they hear in their minds. It's Mark Hamill. So many years doing the animated series. So to see him reprise his role here in this film was great. The animation was a little bit different than I'm used to, especially with that voice coming out. How did you feel about the animation?
I don't know. I felt like the actual art in the actual comic was better than the art in the movie.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that there. There was a lot going on with Joker's face and stuff, but like I said, the voice acting was legendary, and they gave him a lot of stuff to say.
Oh yeah.
He had a lot of monologues.
A lot of legendary lines also.
Yeah, that go into his psyche, about his origin and stuff like that. Speaking of which, we get the Joker origin in this film. You know, we speak a lot about one of the best parts about Joker is we don't really know what his origin is, but we kind of got it here. What do you think about the display of the Joker origin?
It was picture perfect. Like, that was a straight adaptation from the comic. We saw, and it was kind of sympathizing. Like, it made us sympathize for the Joker.
Yeah.
They
don't ever say his name in.
Nope.
His real name in the.
No, they did not.
And same thing with the book. You know, they don't really give him his real name, but you get the whole story. You know, failing comedian, wife is pregnant, low on funds, has to do one last job, has to get in there with the mob, get his hands dirty. Wife passes away. Yep. And did you hear how his wife passed away? They said a baby bottle warmer exploded.
Like, what is that?
Like,
what is that?
I guess that was, yeah.
And how do you die from that?
That's an old technology, I guess, and she got a faulty one and exploded that. What a horrible way for your wife to die. He tries to pull out of the whole job. Mm-hmm. They end up forcing him to do it anyway. He gets the infamous Red Hood costume, falls into the vat, and we get the Joker. Like I said, almost picture for picture how we got in the comics. Yep. But unlike what we got in the comic, BatGirl has a huge chunk of this film. Yeah. How did you feel about the BatGirl addition to this film?
Before the adaptation of Batman the Killing Joke, it was BatGirl the Killing Joke.
Yeah, the prologue. Yes. And she even says, like, this is probably not how you thought this movie was going to start.
No, not at all. And they gave BatGirl this mobster villain that loved her, kind of how Joker is obsessed with Batman.
Oh, but you gotta say his name.
Okay, I don't recall his name. Do you?
His name is Paris France.
Paris France. That's why I didn't remember, because I didn't remember a name like Paris France.
which is ridiculous, but is any more ridiculous than Victor Freeze or Victor Von Doom? Like, in the history of comic books.
Where was Paris born in?
Paris France. Paris France. You add in this new villain, Paris France, who's basically sexually harassing her. Yeah. The whole film, trying to get her gifts and stuff, and you get to see Batman kind of muscle up and say, you're not going to be on these missions. How do you like that whole authority?
Yeah, but what was the reasoning behind him not wanting her on these missions?
What do you think it was? Jealousy? Do you think Batman was jealous in this film?
It was overprotection because...
Right.
How did he feel about her? And how did she feel about him?
Well, you know what? We never get that confirmation that that's how Batman felt about her.
Well, it could be interpreted as that. It could be interpreted as that.
I could say that she took advantage of Bruce in that situation on the rooftop. Bruce is a tender individual.
Took advantage,
and he was taken advantage of. But we gotta get back to the central plot. So let's get to Commissioner Gordon.
All right.
So Commissioner Gordon, also plays a lot in this film, and he's basically, the end plot is trying to drive him insane, and at the end of it, we get basically him saying, even through the shooting of his daughter. Matter of fact, we have to go all the way back there.
Yeah, we're skipping.
Yeah. The shooting of Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, something that has, is so iconic in just this one book. You know, just one book that it's in the continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle is in the continuity. How do you think it was portrayed? Do you think it deserved the R rating that it got?
Yeah, I feel like the R rating, like what happened in the prologue, was more nastier than what happened in the killing joke part of the movie.
Right.
Because there was people getting shot in the head left and right.
Right.
In the first half of the movie, that was about Batgirl.
Yeah, the BatGirl chunk of it.
Yeah. I feel like the Batgirl chunk of it was way more explicit and R-rated than the killing joke part of the movie.
Yeah, because I think Joker was just poisoning a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so there wasn't really any gore. You got a lot of the smiles on the face and stuff like that. And a lot of those creepy little circus people.
And the first half also had that sex scene.
There was a Batman sex scene, people. An animated Batman sex scene. I mean, well, they didn't really get down and dirty with it, but it was heavily implied. In the bat suits on the roof.
Yes.
So, you know, Bruce.
But a Comic-Con goer's best dream.
Oh, it was out of control. Now, speaking of Comic-Con, and Comic Book Click will be at New York Comic-Con this year. But what people go to Comic-Con for, the group experience, all the fans here together, and they got to be really diehard fans to be here. How did you feel being in a theater, which I'm guessing was filled with diehard fans, because you wouldn't really just go out to go see a cartoon movie, R-rated cartoon movie, willingly on a Monday, Tuesday, to go see this film. So how was it seeing it with a bunch of other fans?
It was an awesome experience, and especially for a Monday, that's the day I went, on a Monday, it was a packed theater, sold out, and I loved hearing everyone's reactions to like seeing Batgirl and Batman getting together, because we were all confused about that, because we don't remember that happening. Like, I think I consider myself a knowledgeable person about comics, and I never recall any romance between Batgirl and Batman.
See, I always thought it was like a Batgirl Nightwing thing.
Yeah, Batgirl and Nightwing.
But I guess he had a crush maybe on Bruce being the older guy, maybe. But yeah, a huge chunk spent on that. I guess to give us the more punch when Barbara Gordon does take the shot. Panel for panel, when I saw the outfit and I saw Commissioner Gordon cutting up the pieces of newspaper to put in his scrapbook, I already knew what was coming up. And there it goes, the gunshot. And then even that kind of sinister pan of the camera where Joker starts to take off her clothes. I felt like that was a little bit suggestive, a little bit creepy. To then show this entire creepy ride that was created to torture Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, like I said again, I keep mentioning this R rating because I think it's important that Batman gets an R rating now. It's something that Deadpool, really made a lot of money.
And The Killing Joke definitely needed an R rating. That's
exactly.
one of the most controversial comics in the history of
because
comics.
You can't take away the R rated stuff in it, or else you don't have any story. We talk about this R rating. What do you think? Do you think this film deserved it? We'd say that The Killing Joke needed to be R-rated, like it was. We saw some gunshots. We even cranked it up a notch with the whole sex scene depicted with comic book characters. My theater loved it. Loved that Batman hangs up on Batgirl in the cell phone in his car.
I got a good reaction also.
And it kind of makes me want more of that. Like, would it hurt if DC Animated, every time they came out with one of these films, did a day or two release? They're making the money regardless.
I mean, if we want a Batman sex scene, throwing Catwoman. Catwoman over.
I mean, not every one of these films have to have a Batman sex scene. This being Joker week. If it was Batman and Catwoman, I don't know if I would be so urged to go see it. But it was Killing Joke. And can't talk about Killing Joke without mentioning the ending, which is controversial.
Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke, the joke that ends the book and the film, and basically ends with Batman and Joker sharing a laugh. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about that ending?
I love that ending because that leaves us fans to... It's open ending. We wonder, did he kill Joker after the laugh, or did he bring him to jail? And we get to pretty much guess on our own.
And he says this entire thing is about one bad day. He says the difference between himself and anybody else is one bad day, and that's what he was trying to push Commissioner Gordon to show, that one bad day can make somebody crazy. At the end of it, Gordon says, I need you to bring him in by the book. He says it's important. He even yells it at one point, right? By the book, Batman, and it just goes to show how important it is to do things the right way. Even when someone's gunned down your daughter, paralyzed her. And what a big lesson, I guess you could say that was.
And throughout the whole book, Batman was talking about one day one of them is going to kill each other.
Yeah.
So do you think that after the movie ended, do you think that he killed Joker, or did he bring him in by the book?
You know, it's a thing because Batman has this struggle where he feels like anybody could be rehabilitated, that nobody's that bad, that they are so far gone that they're just a wasted life, might as well kill them. And this Joker legitimately spends time testing that theory all the time to see, oh, I'm not bad enough, you know, and does worse.
He said he wants to prove a point.
And worse. And Bruce, he can't be like the person who killed his parents. He can't just, you know, murder. And so you have this guy who commits so much murders, and a lot of people point at Batman and say, why don't you just kill him? It's Batman's job to bring him in. That's all he ever signed up to do. When he signed up, you know, he never signed up to kill people. He signed up to be able to defend himself when he has to and bring him in. And now people are saying, now that he can get to the Joker because he's more skilled or whatever than Gotham City Police, that he should kill him. And that's a lot to put on the Dark Knight.
That's not justice.
That's not justice.
revenge.
That's vengeance.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, and it's all about justice, not vengeance. Although Joker got his just film here. You know, this is basically a Joker film.
This is the definitive Joker story. It has his origin and one of the most darkest things that he does.
So many iconic moments ripped straight out of the comics. Him sitting on that throne of baby skulls was out of control. Him in his weird tourist outfit. You know, that was kind of crazy before he shot Barbara.
And Barbara was wearing the same outfit. She even went through a glass table like how she did in the comics.
You know, and it's something that they even showed in Arkham Knight, the video game. It's an iconic story that people used to joke around and say they'll never do Killing Joke, but they did it. And we saw it in theaters. Both of us saw it here in beautiful New York City. And, and like you said, seeing everybody in there with the Batman shirts, you know, grown people. I saw a 10 o'clock show of this. This is grown people going out there and watching this cartoon movie and making it the money that it did. And hopefully that shows DC that we want more, keep giving us more of this and less of everything else. And we'll keep showing up.
Oh, yeah. Take all my money.
Well, this has been a nice little review for the R-rated Batman animated movie, The Killing Joke. My name is George Serrano, a.k.a. The Don.
And I'm your friendly neighborhood, Andre.
Hey, stay tuned for Comic Book Click, and don't forget, if you like this and everything else that we're doing here, all you gotta do is go to facebook.com/comicbookclick, Instagram at Comic Book Click, or use the hashtag Comic Book Click, Joker Week, or Road to Killing Joke, to talk about all the crazy things that are happening here, anywhere, the greatest and latest things that are happening in all comic books and comic book media, all here at Comic Book Click. Well, I think that we did that a pretty good job there.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Well,
so did DC with The Killing Joke. Really good job.
You know, you got your Marvel, you got your DC.
Oh, yeah.
And whether you're a Marvel fan or whether you're a DC fan, I think there's only one thing left to say. You
are worthy.